What's up, guys? How's it going? Welcome back to K4K RC. I'm Tim. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, enjoyed some good food, time with family, or maybe you chose not to spend time with family. Back-to-back days with videos. Got a little bit going into the holidays, getting out of work a little earlier, getting to homework and all those life responsibilities before I play around with toy trucks and mess around with filming and learning editing. So this is kind of low on the priority list, but I'm having a lot of fun, losing a little bit of sleep, but I'm glad you guys are here. So we're on update number 2. This is episode 3 of Project Clydesdale, our TRX-4 pulling truck. It's starting to get to the point where it's cumbersome to move around, and it might just live in the garage until I'm ready to work on it. I put in the last video, if you guys are interested in me getting a game scale, there's ones on Amazon for 20-30 bucks. Please comment below, comment on that video, go back and check it out. Let me know if you want to see that. Maybe it's at the very end, and when I decide to call this thing good and put it on the shelf and, you know, leave it until the competition, maybe one last run I'll hook up a game scale to something sturdy, see what kind of force we can pull with. The forces this thing is pulling for a toy truck is pretty impressive. This episode, pretty simple upgrade. Did it off camera. Didn't really, it was just going to be some time-lapse stuff and didn't think you guys would want to watch that, but we did wheels, tires, and we got incision brake weights in there. So these are SSD 2.2 aluminum beadlocks. Pretty nice. I run them on my Rift. I had a spare set for an extra set of tires and decided to cannibalize them / use them for this truck. Compatible with the SLW bolt pattern. That's the Vanquish inner hubs. Different from the incision wheels. Don't mix those two up. And then I know I preach a lot. Really like Vanquish parts, but the nice thing about the SLW hubs is you can get them in 1/8 inch offset increments. So you can get them in 0.225, 0.35, 0.475, 0.6. So these are 0.6 offset. You need a bare minimum of 0.475 in order to clear these Vanquish brake weights, but due to those trio outer portal covers I put on, the actual hex sits kind of inside of that. So I wanted to play it safe, and I'm glad I did, because we were talking about thousandths of an inch of clearance between the brake weight and the brass portal cover. So these went together really nice. These are Proline Super Swamper TSLs. This is the XL size, I believe. They're 5.4 inches. I've got Crawler Innovations Double Deuce, that's their 2.2 inch size. Heavy weight with the firm outer foam. And I left the tuning ring on there. So they're pretty stiff. They're not overly stiff, but they compress down to basically right where you would have a full contact patch, which is honestly perfect for what we're trying to get. The compound on the Proline tires I think is going to be a lot better than the Traxxas tires. The Canyon Trail Traxxas tires are actually a really nice, one of the best RTR tires you can get, but this is definitely an upgrade. You guys can see, did a weight comparison, the Traxxas stock wheels and the Canyon Trails with just a open cell foam, very light. These are about ½ a pound a piece as they sit. You're talking about 2 pounds of bolted on weight. And that brings our total weight up to 11 pounds for the truck without battery. So I had to get a little creative. The food scale that I have only will register up to 10 pounds. But if you put something on it, tear it, and then put something heavier than 10 pounds on it, you just add the two. So you'll see here, I threw a 5-pound dumbbell on there, did a tear, so I was at -5 and then got a weight. It's just under 11 pounds with these wheels and tires and brake weights. Get this tire bolted back up. Let's head outside of the garage and let's check out the setup and let's see how much it can pull. So you can see we got the wheels and tires on the truck. It looks pretty toy-like. Just crank the preload on the stock shocks and no rubbing. When it squats it might rub a little bit, but I think we'll be okay. So same setup, hooked up to the bumper, which is sitting a lot higher. In that first update where we added all the brass, you guys probably remember me talking about how the ESC really smelled hot after. So I have the body just sitting on there so I can get it off real quick if I need to rip the battery out. And the battery is not strapped in, just in case. Let's see what it's got. That was pretty convincing. Let's put a little bit of weight on there. All right, we're hooked back up. Round 2. Same setup. Added a 5-pounder. 1.528. We got 21 pounds of weight. Truck weighs 11 pounds with no battery. Let's see what it's got. A little worried about the electronics. As long as we don't puff the battery, smoking the ESC is not something I'm really that worried about. Woo! Oh yeah, we got some heat coming out of there. I don't think we killed it. It's definitely not happy though. Sorry about the view. Yeah, she got warm. That's for sure. Let's feel the motor. Motor's not bad. ESC's pretty cool too. I can't find my temperature gun, guys. Otherwise, I can tell you though, it's barely warmer than the ambient temperature. So for some reason, I guess a little bit of added traction, less spinning tires. I didn't have to put nearly as much throttle into it, so maybe that's helping us out. Let's put a little more weight on it. All right, we got our 21 pounds from the last run plus 2 4S lipos. Those are the batteries I'm going to use in this truck, or at least plan to. They're about 1.25 pounds a piece. So we're going to call it 2.5 pounds. So this is 23.5 pounds. I don't think we're going to see it move. I think it's just going to stand up and not go anywhere. Let's see what she's got. Yeah, my ESC is loading up really bad, not moving. It just doesn't have the power. So I think 21 is all she wrote. Let's play that 21-pounder pull again. Big wheel stand. Still had the oomph to pull it. I think I may be running into electronics power issues, but also in addition to needing to add some ballast to the front just to keep it down and have more traction. Let's go back inside and we'll wrap this thing up. All right, we're back inside. What do you guys think? Do you think it did better than you expected? About the same? Are you not impressed? Do you have any feedback? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. If you'd like to see me try something, if it's in the realm of possibility, I'm down. I'm open to ideas for this. So just to recap what happened outside, we started with that 16 pounds we pulled in the last video, and A little bit of spinning at first, and then it immediately, the motor kind of got bound up, and as soon as the motor unbound itself, it pulled the weight actually really easily. The additional weight in the front helped keep the front end down a little more. Started with that 16 pounds, pulled it very easily. I decided to throw a 5-pound dumbbell instead of adding anything smaller, and the truck did a wheel stand and pulled it pretty easily. ESC was cool after it. I tried to give it a little more throttle off the get-go so it wouldn't get us bound up, and no real issues. Moving from there, you guys saw that I put those 4S lipos on there. Total weight, that last pull attempt, was 23.5 pounds plus a little bit. Didn't go anywhere. The motor was just really getting bound up. I think we're pretty much at the peak of what that ESC can do, what that motor can do. The truck has almost doubled its original pulling capability with stock electronics. If you guys are doing a parts total on this, it is getting pricey, but I already have the electronics ready to go. So you guys saw the wheelie that it did. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull much more with essentially 2-wheel drive. Obviously all the weight on the back wheels provides great traction, but kind of asking for trouble, popping gears, things like that. So I'm already looking at figuring out how to do some sort of ballast weight for the front, adding a pound, maybe 2 pounds right on the bumper, or replacing that front bumper with a tubular style cartridge essentially, and just filled with lead shot or something quite heavy. And then the next step will be fabricating a better pulling bumper. I think getting that weight lower, kind of pulling more straight than up at an angle, is going to be beneficial as well. So there's going to be a little bit of pause in this series as I figure those things out, gather the materials, get it constructed. I'd like it to look fairly professional. I don't really want to JB weld some metal together or anything like that. I'm going to see what I can do and make it look decent. Simultaneously, I'm about to place an order because of the Black Friday deals and the coupon codes. AMAIN has 10% off pretty much your entire order, even things that are on sale. So I'm looking at underdrive gears for the front and rear just to get that gear ratio down lower. We're going to throw a hardened steel spur gear from Hot Racing in there just so I don't round off a spur the first time I really put this powerful motor under load. And Robinson Racing hardened steel pinion. I think the smallest you can get in that Traxxas transmission without cutting new holes or drilling new holes for the motor plate is an 11 tooth on the 5mm shaft that Polar Pro long can has. The next video is going to be the RC Speedy C3 chassis I have. It's almost at a roller, so keep an eye out for that. Also, slowly releasing a RC Garage tour from me, just so you guys know what else I have already built, already to play with, and hoping if the weather's nice this weekend, get out, get some running footage for you all. So stay tuned, and I'll see you guys at the next episode. Thanks. All right, that's a wrap. Thanks for checking out Crazy for KVs RC. Once again, my name is Tim. Check out my Instagram. That's crazy4KVs_RC. Link down below. Put a couple of links of some of my favorite places to shop. No affiliates, no sponsors, just places I enjoy and where I get most of my RC products from. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate each and every single one of you. Please, before you go, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.